Our first step was sanitizing all of our different equipment that we used throughout this process. Next, we brought all of our water up to a boil. Once our water reached the correct temperature, we started the dough-in and mashing process. This included putting water into our bucket and pouring in the grains and consistently stirring. We made sure to consistently check the temperature to make sure it was right. Once the mash was complete, we started to do our iodine test. In this first test, it was purple, which indicated there were still starches. After this, we decided to add some more warm water to help break down the starch more. In this next test, there was no purple, which meant there was no starch. It was time to move on to our next step. For our technique, this is what we did. We made sure to have a lid in the middle to not disturb the grains below when pouring back in the liquid. After around 20 minutes of the enlarging, we started to sparge and run off our liquid. Slight intermission, this was the grains that we had, and of course, knowing Kyle, he wanted to try it. Here we moved all of our liquid into the bucket and did our hot whirlpool, and then we let it sit and continued to add more ice to the side and let it cool. We used our siphon to get all of our liquid into the fermenter with the least amount of sediment. When we went shopping, they didn't have the yeast that we were originally going to buy, and they recommended a liquid yeast to us. So that is why the yeast mixing process is not in this video. After adding the yeast, we topped it and we're finished. And this is the bottle the day after.